Hello, Facebook world. Hello. We'll see who's gonna jump on and join us today for our live It's Craft Along Day. Craft along, so make sure you have your supplies. I hope we get lots of people watching because last week was kind of a bust. Not to discount the people that were watching, but it was, yeah, I had this beautiful demo all ready to go, and I did it anyway, but you'll have to watch the replay. It was very cool. I actually worked hard to come up with a project. Hello, Dagny. Hello. I'm glad you're back.
Hi, Dagny.
Are you crafting along, Dagny? Do you have your paper and your supplies? Are you going to try this little box with us? And by us, I mean Sam. Hi, Pam. Hi, Lori.
I actually dug through because I wanted to make a few just so that my instructions were fingers crossed seamless.
Yeah.
Oh, Dagny, I'll be at the library. Well, it's open from noon to 4, so that's when I'll be there for Cookie Day, right? Yeah.
Hi, Auntie. Thanks for watching. Oh, you're ready to craft. Good. Yay. Who else is crafting along?
So, where was I? Oh, yeah. I pulled out a bunch of my Christmas papers and was making a few boxes because I think that they're going to be perfect for when I give out Christmas treats, cookies, all that kind of thing.
We have someone commenting as Mama Bear. Who is that? We need you to give us your name so we know who you are. Oh, that's okay. It's okay that you lost track of time.
Oh, Mom's crafting.
Good. Yay. Awesome.
So, the header or info on this said bring a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, your scoreboard, your scissors, your trimmer, and some adhesive. That is really all you need. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can use a ruler and make marks, and it just takes more time. Scoreboard is just a huge cheat and time saver that I'm willing to pay for.
Right. Hello, Dorinda. Hello. Are you crafting along? That's okay, Pam. You can just watch because I know that you'll be into it and you'll be making lots. Ah, hello.
Oh, hi, Reg.
Okay. So now I've mixed up who I'm writing down here. And it's prize day today, too,
Yes.
because it's craft along day.
Oh, Rhonda's here.
Hello. You're just watching. That's okay. Your advent calendar I just sent out before I came to work. So I'm hoping by Tuesday-ish, Rhonda, you should have it. And the other ones I sent out on Friday. So I had one going all the way, I had two actually, all the way to Swift Current.
Oh.
And another one going to High Level. So I hope
Is that Barb?
Yes.
I figured. I hope Barb has fun with hers.
I'm sure she will. So Reg, we have to put your name in. I'm just making sure I'm catching everybody's name.
You got Rhonda, Pam, Dorinda.
Yep, I did. Okay, I think I'm caught up with everybody. We could show the prize.
Yep. Okay. It's a cute little prize. So
Here, I'll switch the screen so then
okay.
it's easier to.
Are we?
There you go. You're right there.
We're upside down. I'm not sure which
No,
way.
I don't think.
Okay.
Like, see, you're upside down now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we are upside down. Oh, I should change my.
That's okay. Now that I know, we're good.
Well, I
All
can
right.
change it.
So we've got frosted pine. It's a liquid kind of a watercolor, but it's got some shimmer and mica in it.
Yeah.
It's really nice. It's really concentrated. And a brushed pewter distress crayon.
Cute little prize pack.
Is this an ink pad? Powder puff ink pad. So is it chalking ink? And the tiniest little hollyberry die set from Trinity Stamps. That is so cute. So cute.
Reg, you might not see the chat. If you have your phone on landscape, it won't show the chat. You have to have it on portrait in order to see the chat. And I know it's kind of a pain because you want the picture to be as big as possible and you don't want to watch it on portrait, but that's the way the chat works.
And this is a set from Woodware Craft. Little owl on a present. Merry
know, that'd be
Christmas.
so
Happy
cute.
Holidays. So cute.
All right, so that'll be our prize
All right.
pack we'll draw for later.
Yep.
And I'll just turn my, let's just try this. I know, it's going to be weird here. I'll just unplug it, it's okay. Sorry. Actually, let's put it back over here. Then you guys can see my arm. Oops. Or nothing.
There we go.
All right. Then I'm just going to put my phone the right way. Sorry, I know you're seeing my arm.
Don't call the
Yeah.
emergency services.
I don't know if they know about that. So one time I was putting my phone. Okay, so normally we have 2 iPads that we use for our lives, but sometimes we don't have both, so I use my phone sometimes. And Sam and I were getting ready for a live, and when I squished my phone in the holder, I accidentally pushed the buttons on the side, and it sent a SOS signal, and the police phoned.
With your location and everything.
No, it sends your location.
Yeah.
It's like SOS. This person needs your help. And anyway,
Yeah.
let's skip that.
It-
Okay.
It works. So you know it works.
I know. It would have been really bad if we were doing the live because it was like 2 or 3 minutes before.
Oh
hey?
yeah. We wouldn't have answered it, and then they would have come up there.
Then we really would have been famous. So you guys know how that all rolls here anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all good.
So let's
Okay.
start with the craft along.
Sure.
All right. Now we're
Okay.
going to switch back.
Yeah.
But at least it should be right way around this time.
Okay, so this is the sample that we've been showing the photos of and everything. So I just did a piece of 12 by 12, and you open it up. Your lid is on a hinge, so it's attached. It's a good size for, I don't know, a tie, a pair of socks, a bunch of Christmas treats, whatever. If you want to, after I show you how to do this, it wouldn't be that difficult to figure out the math and change the size of the box.
Right.
You can change the height of the box and
Right.
doing
So if you wanted, like, say half of it to do, like, for a gift card or
Exactly.
something like
Exactly.
that, right? Yeah. Be really
So
cute.
I did go through all of my stash of Christmas papers, and I thought, well, what about those Christmas papers that have a giant image and you don't know what to do with them? So I decided to turn it into a box, and you just have to pay attention to the orientation when you're scoring, and it's makes the cutest little box. So I picked out a lot of papers, and that's between that and making vanilla fudge. That's what I'll be doing this afternoon.
Good, Rhonda. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So I'm using the Works tool for my scoreboard. I don't know how many of you have one or what you're working with, but for the score tool on the Works tool, if you have to, just flip this over, and this is the edge that you butt up to. So my score tool at home, I measure from the left side over. This time I have to measure from the right hand side. So like I said, fingers crossed, I do this right. The first thing that you want to do, especially when you have paper that's, you know, you got that strip on the bottom, you need to measure it. You want it to be 12 inches. So you want it to be 12 inches square. So you're going to put your paper in your trimmer and cut it to 12 inches. Because sometimes the companies are generous and they give you more than 12 inches, so you don't just cut off the strip or you'll have more than 12.
Yeah. I've actually been doing that lots lately where I've been actually just
Measuring to 12 and
yeah.
cut it off.
Yeah.
A couple of mine were too short, so
Yeah.
I've got a thin white edge. Doesn't matter, it's a treat box.
Yeah.
So that's for the cutting part. You want it 12 by 12.
Right.
Okay, so then your measurements, if you want, I can scribble them down on this.
even use them.
I'll just use this piece of paper here.
So everybody should now have a paper cut exactly 12 by 12.
So you're gonna score at 1.5 inches, 5 1/4, 6 3/4, and 10 1/2. Now I'll show you that because I can't score at 10 1/2 because I have nothing, I'm gonna have to flip my paper and
Right.
score. Then you're gonna flip your paper and you're gonna score at 1 1/2 and 10 1/2. and those will be your edges all the way around. These are your scores. So the 4 scores are going to create these lines.
All right.
These 2 scores will create this line.
Oh, that's what you mean by turn it around.
Yeah.
Different
Not
direction.
flip it over,
Yeah.
but just spin it.
Right.
Okay? So now we'll get to scoring.
So who has the Works tool? Of anybody out there? Do you guys have the Works tool? Does everybody know what it is? Why we're using it?
Yes, Dagny, flip 90 degrees.
Yes. See that?
Yeah.
Confuse me too.
Okay, so I'm going to score at 1.5.
And just
And I'm going to draw a line just so you guys can see all my lines.
yeah. And put a comment quick if you need us to slow down, but we'll try
Exactly.
to go. So 1.5 inches.
Yep.
Let's score 1.5 inches.
And then you're going to score at 5 1/4. And I'm again going to draw a line just so that you guys can see where I'm going. Okay.
Well,
So-
we'll talk about the Works tool after a bit.
You can
here.
see that when I lift up my paper, my score lines only go to 6. Okay? So in order for me to continue, I'm going to have to flip it 180 degrees. So if you have a narrow scoreboard, this is how you're going to work it too. And then you're going to score again at 1.5.
Right.
And you're going to again score at 5 1/4.
Dagny's asking, should you score on the pattern side or the blank side?
I scored on the side that I want to see on the outside of the box, because some paper is double-sided. So now when you score, what you want to make sure of is that, so when I scored this piece of paper, I had it in my scoreboard like this, so that the top of the box, what was going to be the top of the box, was snugged up against the edge in the corner. And then you just kind of keep that in mind when you're doing all of your folding so that it doesn't end up upside down.
Yep, got it.
Okay? Okay, so now that I have all my vertical lines,
So everybody's good? It's actually, I think it's easier to almost flip it to 180 because then you're just basically using two
it is.
measurements, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But if you're one of those people
Yep.
that are linear,
Yep.
then it's okay. Then
For
you're
sure.
going to rotate it 90 degrees, and you're going to score at 1.5. And then because my scoreboard is narrow,
Yeah.
I have to rotate it 180 and score again at 1.5. Okay, so you should have a paper with score lines that look like this. Hello, Raquel.
Oh, hello.
Okay, is everybody with me so far? I asked if
Yeah.
everybody was with me, so I'm just kind of
Yeah.
waiting. So the next thing that we need to do, so this is going to be like the top or the bottom, whichever, of your box. This is the back, the front, and these are the sides.
Yep.
We don't cut anything completely away from here because we need tabs in order to glue with. So
So is that all the scoring done now?
that is it.
Okay.
The scoring is done.
Okay.
Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to start cutting. I like to cut straight from the edge up into your score line.
Yeah.
So you're going to cut from the edge
Yeah, you're
up to your score line.
yeah, there you go. You're good there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're going to cut an angle off the flap
Yeah.
up to your score line. Okay.
Just a tiny, tiny little bit.
Just a little bit.
Like how?
This one you leave straight.
Yeah.
This one you angle just,
So what, is
just
that
a
a
bit.
quarter of an inch?
I
This,
guess.
This gap?
yeah.
Roughly, like just as a
Roughly.
rough?
Yeah. And then I do that on the top side too,
Yeah, you're
just up to the score mark. Okay.
So you're making a flap.
Yeah. And so you're going to do that to all of these lines, just up to the score mark.
So wherever it makes a square.
Yes. And you're going to just notch the little teeny squares out and get rid of those.
And you want to cut onto the square, not onto the rectangle piece, because the rectangle
Exactly.
piece is going to be your side.
So like this. Okay? So I'm just going to keep doing that. You guys can follow along. Ask questions if you need to. I'm going to take my glasses off because now I have to see. And I'm getting old. I actually am going to go into the optometrist and either get some contacts so that I can just put my readers on and off,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
or look at other options because it's a pain
Yeah, no doubt.
trying to read recipes and cook.
Constantly off and on, off and on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I've done one full side. Now I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Once you've done one, like this whole process is a breeze. And remember, just up to the score line. Is it helpful to have these lines drawn in here for you
Oh.
guys?
Well, you couldn't have done a white without those.
No, but it's hard to, I find it's hard to see score lines on video for anything.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to do it this way.
Yeah.
And I did get this idea from May Made It. It's in her Stash Buster series. She has some really good ideas on breaking down your stash, your scraps. This was brought on by her having a ton of, you get a pack of paper and you use a few sheets of it and then you don't know what to do with the rest of it. And this is one of those things. Okay, so once you have all of your bits cut, so your top, your bottom's cut, if you don't want to make the boxes up, if you just want to do this for prep and have a bunch of boxes ready, I would just fold it like this and store it flat. That's it. Put it away. When you need a box, you pull it out and assemble. But all your cutting, scoring, everything else is done, finished. Okay, so
And I should mention just quick, because I know some people watching don't have a scoreboard. So the other thing you could do is you could old school it, measure
Yes.
with your ruler.
yeah, measure your
So
marks.
Yeah, measure, make your marks, and then fold your paper.
Yeah.
And then just use, if you have like a spoon or
yeah.
something just to crease it with. So it's
Absolutely.
not like you need to have all
No.
these tools, but
No,
I
you
wanted
don't.
to mention. So even if you're not an avid crafter, if you don't have these tools, you can still make this.
You could do this with 12 by 12 piece of paper,
Yeah.
a pencil, a ruler,
Yeah.
scissors, and
yeah.
glue.
Yeah.
And then, you're
Yeah.
done. So once you have all of your pieces cut, now you can do the folding first or after. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to work on a flat sheet of paper for you guys. So then I'm going to fold on all of my score lines. And just make them nice and creased. Okay. And then you turn it and fold all the little flaps.
You know, I was just thinking, because this morning I was downtown, I ran into a lady who I haven't seen for a very long time, and she was asking, oh, how's your store? And you do lots of crafting there? And I said, yeah. And then, of course, this is always my natural response that I get from people. Oh, I'm not very crafty. Well, you know what? This project, even if you'd never crafted before, this
Oh, yeah.
is something you
This
could
is-
do.
no.
And even if you only had copy paper, honestly, you could just do
Oh,
this
yeah.
with copy paper.
And
like,
I
if
mean,
it's
there-
8.5 by 11, you'd have to
So if-
figure out your measurements.
The whole 8.5 by 11 thing, on that video, the May video,
Yep.
she did do an 8.5 by 11. I just thought one box at a time.
No, for sure, absolutely.
Okay, so once you have all your folds, you're going to look and see, of course, my paper is not patterned, but you're going to look and see which of these pieces you want for your top. And let's say I want this for my top, I'm going to fold it backwards on itself. Because what that does is it keeps me from gluing the wrong tabs together. So now I'm going to grab my glue and start gluing my tabs. So you put glue on the tab, not the big rectangle piece, but just on the tab. You can use glue, you can use double-sided tape, whatever works for you. I've been gravitating more and more towards liquid glue lately. Okay.
Well, the thing with liquid glue versus...
It gives you that little wiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, before it dries.
Definitely.
So, and a little, you don't need a ton, just a little. Okay, so 2 sides, flaps are glued in, and that's what you have. So you can see my little pencil lines, or pen lines, and then I'm gonna go to the other end of the box and repeat the process.
Is it good? Do we need to slow down a little bit? Is everybody able to kind of keep up?
I have a piece that I've cut and scored already, and I'll assemble that one too.
Yep.
If you.
Yep, definitely. And
that
the
we
glue
can
that
have-
Sam's using too is this Ultra Bond glue that we have in the store. It is my go-to. I like it. I shouldn't say over like the art glitter because I haven't, to be
I've
honest, used the
so
art glitter that much. But I love this Ultra Bond.
I'm testing out the art glitter, and I do like it. I don't know that I like it over
Another kind.
over the Tombow.
Yep.
Because I use Tombow a lot
Yep,
too.
yep.
So,
Yep.
okay. So the bottom of the box. Is there a circle punch handy? So, just to be a little extra, I'm having April search for a circle punch for me. And the circle punch helps define the lid just so that it makes it easier to open and whatnot. Okay, and you glue once you got all your flaps glued, the reason that you cut your rectangles straight on the score line is so that you can line them up directly with the corner and have your box turn out, you know, with mostly square corners. So I'm going to take a circle punch.
But if they don't,
It
that's
doesn't
when
matter.
your box is very unique. And
That's right.
Yes.
So I'm going to put this about halfway up to the edge, punch it, and then you have a little thumb hole for your box.
And the flaps are meant to go outside the box,
Yeah,
right?
the flaps go on the outside. Just like that. Okay, so there is your box.
Oh, good. Reg said she got hers finished up, and she said it
Nice.
turned out very cute.
Perfect.
So we didn't have a
think
circle
it's a good
punch
size
on the
No.
supplies, but that's
I
okay.
didn't put
now
one
you
on
know.
because you don't need it.
Yeah.
You could use a piece of washi tape. You could. It just makes it easier
You
for
can punch
whoever.
a little hole and put a ribbon on it.
Makes it easier for
Yeah.
whoever's getting it to see where to open it to.
For sure.
But okay, so April can chat if she wants while I assemble this
Okay,
other
I'm going to
box.
try to do my fancy stuff
Oh,
here.
picture in picture.
I can never get to work. Oh, okay, but now I did it the wrong way. Oh, maybe not. It can maybe go that way.
Sure, it can go that way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sam's little,
So up
except
in-
for it's crossing your face. Okay, let's try this one instead. Let's not have it over top of your face. Okay, just bear with me for a second here. There we go. That's better.
There.
So the Works
Okay.
tool, for those of you who have never heard of it before, it's just a tool that it's kind of a one and done tool. So it's got the scoreboard, it's got the trimmer, the 12-inch trimmer. You can make envelopes with it. It comes with a platform for stamping on it. So right up here on these little things, it comes with a stamp platform that you can stamp with. You can make
Envelopes.
tassels. I said envelopes already.
Oh, okay.
Tassels and bows, I think.
Yep.
You put the pegs down here in the bottom and you wrap your ribbon or your twine, and then you can tie it off and make ribbons and
Tassels, pom-poms.
Yep. And so it's nice because if you're, say, going to a retreat or you're going on a trip or something, it's kind of all in one and you can take it with you. I think we have a few left in the store, so anybody needing a great Christmas idea, we have that there for you. And excitingly, we finally got in the new color of Lumberjack Plaid. So if you have been waiting and you know what you might like, let us know. Message or comment on here and I can put it aside, put it on layaway for you, but we finally got that in. The cost of the Works tool, I can look it up for you. I'll just let Sam take over for a second.
Yep, no problem.
So I can look it up.
So is anybody anxiously awaiting the watercolor pencils? Because I am. I can't wait for those watercolor pencils to come in.
The Works tool is $110.95, so... Oh, you love the new red? Have you tried it or just watched a video, Dagny?
Cause we had 2 Rondas. Cause there was another Ronda kind in too.
Yes.
There was 2 Rondas.
Oh. Oh yeah, and we have to remember to draw too.
Yeah.
I'm just going back through the. Oh yes. Rhonda, I think that's Raquel's sister.
Oh.
I'll put your name in for the draw for the prize pack. Yes, no problem.
Yes.
Oh, you did try it, and it's very awesome.
We do have the paint in the Lumberjack. We have the full
line.
The full line. The ink pads, the inks, the re-inkers.
Okay, so let's draw, because what time are we? We're almost there.
3 minutes.
Yeah, I'll draw, so then at least that's done.
Okay.
And we are also going to be rerunning our host group for next year. I'm going to run it a little bit differently. So if you are interested in signing up, let me know. So this year we did the cards, right? Each month we did a different card, which was great. We got to keep it different and keep it unique, right? So this coming year in 2023, I don't even want to hear myself say that, but we're going to be putting together a mini album. We're going to be using this as the base, and it's going to be a complete mixed media little mini journal album when we get it finished. So everybody, so far the details I've got worked out is that you will buy this album and a little pack of mixed media items. And then each month when you come to the class, you will be finishing off a page. And then you are going to pass your book to the next person, and the next month they will finish a page. So that by the end, we hope you will have all the pages done by each lady in the class. So I will make sure and get more information about this out ASAP. But if you're interested in joining the host group again, please let me know so that we can be underway and get that started.
The interesting thing that I like about this idea is because I've done it time and time again where we've had a class, everybody has the same materials, and everybody's project looks different. Mm-hmm. Just the way you think, the way that you put things together, the order, it changes it. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It'll be really, really neat to see, and it'll give everybody a chance to bring your own supplies. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of be thinking over the month, okay, I'm going to do this for my page. And so it gives you a chance to bring your supplies, try some stuff out, and even if it ends up just being a book where, oh, that's a cool technique, I think we'll maybe do something where we sign it or we put our name on the page somehow so that if you do like that technique, you can go back and ask your fellow crafter, hey, how did you do that?
We could include a tuck pocket each time.
Yeah, something like that, for sure. We need to do that.
So just before, I know she's itching to say the name.
No, I'm not. I'm good.
Just before we get to the draw winner, this piece of paper was a 12 by 12 piece of paper, but it was almost in a wreath style. So now you can see that all of the edges.
Should I try? Should I give it a try and see? Oh man, I don't know where I am here. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
we got it.
Okay, so you can see on all of the edges that the wreath pattern showed up, but the main body of the box is relatively unpatterned. I
Look
think
at that.
it looks gorgeous.
And there's so many of the pages now where they have like pictures or drawings on them.
Like
So,
this one.
you know, like even lots of our Dress My Craft stuff.
And the Dress My Craft would be good ones because those papers are
really thick.
They're incredibly thick. These are more paper-like.
Yeah, I'm just playing around here with our, there we go.
Sure.
All right, so
There
we're
we
done
go.
with that. All right,
Yep,
so
we're
the
done with
winner of the prize pack,
Dorinda!
It'll be here waiting for you the next time you're in. So come in and grab that. It's a really cute little gift pack. There's a couple more advent calendars here for ladies to pick up that have paid for them. And we still have 2 remaining. So, you know, December 1st is next Thursday.
It's pretty close.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, it's pretty
so
close.
you still have a few days. And remember, we're closed Monday and Tuesdays. So if you want one of these amazing advent calendars, you better speak up and get one because there's only 2 left. Yay! All right, well, thanks for Samantha. Come
Thanks
back
for
in.
hanging out with us.
Doing the craft along. We'll be coming up with one for December. And yeah, we hope everybody has a good rest of your weekend.
Stay warm this week. It's supposed to chill out, and make sure you plug in your cars and put your winter kits inside.
Oh, and quick note, next week, Saturday, we are having a block party.
Oh, right.
So that's all the stores in our complex and a couple down the street. So there's going to be draw prizes. There's going to be lots of activities. So if you're out and about and you want to support local, come down to the block party. And it just goes by whichever store, like whatever their regular hours are. So
Yeah.
it's not no special hours. It's just, for us, it'll just be the 10 to 5. So come check it out. And so I won't be here to do the live. I think it'll be Jennifer and probably Elizabeth because I'll be on my way to Disneyland. So, I won't see you the week after because I'll be just coming back. So have a good weekend. I hope to see you at the block party. We're going to have lots of fun stuff. We'll have more information on that. Let me know if you're interested in the host group. As you know, there's always lots going on here and we're just always so busy. So that's good. So I will say goodbye. I'll see you in a few weeks and thank you.